Okay, I'm really bad at looking natural in front of a camera, so I'm going to answer these questions, these random questions, I guess. Number one, if I could change careers to whatever I want, what would it be? Well, I guess I would be researching psychology, which is part of the reason I'm involved in this typology business to begin with. Um, yeah, I would want to be doing like cutting edge psychological or neurological research. The only problem is I don't really feel like going to university to get like my PhD so I can actually, you know, perform research and submit it and have people take me seriously. Um, what would I like to be famous for? I don't know. I kind of have like a double-sided answer to that. I would either be, I guess, a fucking rock star or something, or I would also maybe unlock the secret of human consciousness and, basically answer all the questions that we're all trying to answer here in this community. Um, if I knew I would die tomorrow, what would I do today? I'd probably do a bunch of drugs, maybe end up overdosing on heroin before I died. Not a bad way to go. Um, what's something I miss the most from childhood? Just not having to worry about anything. Just doing what I wanted by myself, not ever feeling lonely or stressed out or, worried about what's going to happen next. Am I going to get a good job? Am I going to, have a family? All these other adult things that we have to worry about. Um, tell you about someone I really admire. Um, I admire Jeff Bridges, the actor. I saw him in The Big Lebowski, and it really spoke to me. And I've even read his book, The Dude and the Zen Master, and he's got a lot of good stuff to say. I like the way he approaches his career and his interactions with other people. I also admire people like Alan Watts and Terence McKenna who try to help change the way that people think about the use of drugs, and also help kind of fuse Eastern and Western philosophy together and kind of help people think about the world in a more unified way. Alright, time to refresh the page. What puts a smile on my face? I don't know, I guess just spending time with my friends and having a good laugh. It's always nice to laugh and make jokes and just generally have fun with shit. Um, or even if I'm just on the internet by myself and I come across something funny, it's, like a funny meme or some shit, that can put a smile on my face. Um, what in life do I consider of great importance? I guess being true to yourself, figuring out what makes you happy, and hopefully how you can use what makes you happy to make other people happy. I think that's the greatest thing that anybody can do. Uh, could I survive in the wilderness for a month? What would happen to me? I don't think so. I'd probably die because I have no survival experience or training. Um, how exactly would I die? I'd probably die of thirst, I guess. or maybe I drink, bad water and end up getting diarrhea or something, and that I'd end up getting sick and dying, uh, without any medical attention. What's one commodity I couldn't live without? Probably weed. Tell me about someone I really admire. I already did that one. What upsets me the most? That's a tough one, because I really don't get upset very easily. I guess what upsets me is when somebody says something and then I bring it up and then they go, oh, I didn't say that. Like, I hate people gaslighting me, basically. Just completely denying the truth of something and trying to convince me that their untruth is really the truth. Something that I have achieved. I think one of the things I'm most proud of is actually talking a girl out of a heroin addiction. Like, I really think that I somehow managed to change her life. Don't ask me how I did it, but I feel really good about that. Do I give money to the homeless? I have given money to the homeless. I don't do it regularly. There actually was a guy, I think he was homeless, and he had an electric wheelchair, and one of the brakes was broken or something, so he was stuck right in the middle of an intersection, and everyone was just like swerving around him, and I was the only one who actually pulled over and dragged his wheelchair out of the road. If I could fit my whole life into one picture, what would it look like? Probably just a picture of me at my computer in my room. That's where I've spent a huge majority of my free time. Would I ever beat someone up? What would it take? I would beat somebody up if they were legitimately threatening to hurt, well, someone I love, I guess, or if they hit me first. Because if they hit me and threaten my life, then all bets are off. What makes me bored? Oh, fucking everything. I don't know if there's anything that doesn't make me bored anymore. Even the things that I used to have fun doing are now boring. Something most people don't know about me. I don't know, I'm probably not as oblivious as they think I am. Like, I actually am paying attention on some level. I can also be very, very soft and kind-hearted with people who I care about very much, who don't judge me. Do I vote? Why or why not? I have voted once in the last presidential election. Because basically I thought Trump actually had a chance of winning. And he did win. So that's interesting. Made a difference there. If I could learn one skill, what would I learn? Well, I'm currently learning how to do electrical work. I'm almost done with that, so that would be the main skill or trade that I would and did pick up. Mostly because I don't want to go to college for very long, so I just went to vocational school for a couple of years, and now I can make some decent money doing tradesman's work. It's my favorite thing to do, and why? I like to experiment with drugs a lot because I like to kind of force my brain into different states and see how it changes the way I think and feel. I think, chemically altering my reality is actually very fun, for better or for worse. Um, is there a conspiracy theory that I think may be real? Well, there's plenty of conspiracy theories that I think may be real. The whole idea of a conspiracy theory to me is that some of them are real, you just don't know which ones because you can't prove it. Um, what first world problem do I have? I'd say my biggest first world problem is that I've never actually been forced into like situations where I have to fight for my life or take care of myself, or I was never worried about starving to death or anything, or surviving, or I've basically been coddled by my society, and I think that's been detrimental to my psychological well-being. Kind of running out of questions here. What was my favorite subject in school and why? I took like a computer IT class where we built computers and made our own Ethernet cords and learned a little bit about, networking and routers and switches and stuff. And I guess that was the only class that I found remotely interesting or fun. If I could live anywhere on Earth, where would it be? That's a good question. I would kind of have to try living somewhere before I could know whether I really like living there, but I have to say that the Pacific Northwest in the United States is very beautiful, and I think maybe like northern Idaho or eastern Washington or Oregon, somewhere in there, western Montana maybe. I kind of want to be near mountains and lakes and, big trees. What's the most fun I've ever had? Probably going to that rave festival that I went to last summer, where I took some MDMA and some acid and danced my ass off and met a bunch of cool people. I had a really good time there. Well, it's been about 13 minutes now, so I guess this is a pretty good place to stop the video. Thanks for watching.